Welcome back to Picture, the podcast where books come to life on screen and in conversation. I am your host, Kim.
And I am your host, Tiff. And today's episode, we're going on an adventure.
This is how I feel like he was running.
Yes. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes, we are heading to the Shire and going on a magical adventure with Bilbo Baggins and the rest of the dwarves, but more specifically, Thorin Oakenshield. And Tiff, let me be the first to say, I get it now.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Literally, Kim, I'm so excited. Everyone knows that I'm so excited for this. I have been waiting years for this moment. Kim and I are sitting down and we are about to talk all things The Hobbit. The book, the movies, 1, 2, and 3, the extended editions, minus one because I let it slide. Okay, so grab your pipe, second breakfast, and a sturdy pair of hairy feet. I hate that because we are heading there and back again with The Hobbit. Oh, I'm so excited. But before we begin, Kim, how art thou?
Thou is doing well.
Thou is thouing.
Thou is thouing and thouing well.
Thouing well.
I'm ready to talk all things Hobbit, these sexy short men, the pointy ear blonde hair men, and questioning my existence.
Literally. Oh my God. Yesterday, me and Kim watched the movies together, and the entire time I was just like looking at her. Like every second something happens and she's just staring. And I'm like, I don't know how she feels.
I know. I show no reaction.
I still right now to this moment don't know how I feel. I told her to wait until we do this because I want a raw reaction. So
you're gonna get it. Just like I'm pretty sure Bilbo Baggins got it. Anyway.
That was the best thing ever. Anyhow, yours. All right, are you ready? Should we start it? Okay. So we're gonna start with some facts about the book. So the title is The Hobbit, or There and Back Again. Oh. The author is J.R.R. Tolkien, Professor Tolkien. The release date for this one is September 21st, 1937. And when I told Ezra that this book was written in 1937, he looked at me like I was crazy.
He was like, that's the 1900s.
He said, why do you have that? And I was like, listen. So the tropes are reluctant hero, found family, quest and journey, dragon horde, rags to riches, coming of age, and obviously the classic good versus evil. And there is an enemies to lovers romance in there, and we're not going to talk about it, okay? Or we will talk about it.
Save it for the Wattpad.
Save it for the Wattpad. So this is the blurb for those of you that don't know what The Hobbit is.
Bilbo, no judging, Fuzz.
Sorry, no judgment. Bilbo Baggins is a simple hobbit who enjoys his cozy, unadventurous life in the Shire until the wizard Gandalf and a band of dwarves show up on his doorstep. They drag him into a daring quest to reclaim the dwarves' lost kingdom from the fearsome dragon Smaug. Along the way, Bilbo faces trolls, goblins, giant spiders, and one very creepy golem. Plus, he picks up a mysterious ring that changes everything. What starts as an unexpected journey turns into a life-altering adventure full of danger, treasure, courage, and love for dwarves. I know I added that little spice. I'm sorry, Tolkien. I hate to do this to you. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kim. So we obviously know that you've never read or seen The Hobbit. So I'm not even going to sit here and ask you what your history is with it. But I do want to talk to you about my history with it.
Please.
And why I love it so much, because I feel like I've never told you the story about the first time I ever read The Hobbit.
No.
Okay. So I don't know what it is. Okay. So I remember watching part of the first movie at Ray's house because Ray put it on TV. Ray's our cousin, if you don't know. And I remember him putting it on and I was like, is that Martin Freeman? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, why does he look like that? Like, I was like so confused because I was like, I know it's a Lord of the Rings, but I didn't watch it because I was like, whatever. At that time, I didn't even read Lord of the Rings. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I was like, whatever. And then I was like, okay. And Ray goes, it's a book. And I said, is it? And he goes, it's shorter than Lord of the Rings. And I was like, say less, because I didn't like reading it at the time. Picked up the book, read it, and I was like, done for. I was like, that's just it. Watched the movies, and I said, these men are handsome.
It's begun.
It's happened. And then I read Lord of the Rings immediately after. So
Mhm.
technically speaking, I read it in the correct order. Don't come for me, people.
Okay.
So yeah, ever since that moment, and that was like years ago. I think that was like when I want to say way before when Vanessa was born, because I didn't have any kids then. So I don't know, but it was around that time where I wasn't in school, but I didn't have kids yet. So it was great. I loved it. I love every minute of it, and I'll never stop loving it now, even to this day. And I'm not gonna out how old I am. Actually, I will because Kim announced it. Even to my 30th birthday, I'm still loving this story, this movie, the world, Lord of the Rings, all of it.
Yes, as you
So
should.
yeah. So we have
As you
Raymond to
should.
thank for my Hobbit love. Ray's like, what the hell?
He's like, I was honestly just watching the movie.
He said, you didn't say any of that. All you said was cool. Because in my head, I was like, who are they? I love them. They're hot. I need more. Yeah. So let's get some things out of the way. I want to know your initial thoughts on specifically Professor Tolkien's writing
Oh
style.
my God,
Because
Professor
his
Tolkien.
writing, I know, literally I love addressing him that way, but I want to know about the writing style because this was published in 1937, and around that time like fantasy was really only considered for kids, like
Mhm.
children's stories. So like Tolkien was one of the first authors, I believe, people can fact check me, but I believe he was one of the first authors like in the time to write a fantasy that wasn't strictly geared towards children, that adults could enjoy too. So the style is so different than how it is now.
Okay, the fact that it was written or came out in 1937 is wild because you would think that it was written more recently.
Yeah.
So for him, Professor Tolkien to write the way that he writes is insane.
Yeah.
Like it's very, what's the way I want to say it? It's very detailed.
Yeah.
He does not cut corners
Hmm.
on what he wants to say. And I enjoyed it. I did the Audible.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the way to go.
It really is.
However, you did let me borrow your miniature copies.
I know. It feels weird that they're not
I
here.
know. Calm down. You're like Gollum right now.
I know, my precious.
Because I don't have enough credits to get the audibles for the rest of the Lord of the Rings, so I'm gonna try to actually read it. And I'm curious to see if I can do it
Yeah.
without. I'm curious because listening to it is completely different than reading it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I like the way it sounded. I like the words. I like hearing the names, and I think it helps too that I watched the movie and now I'm like, okay, I know these are the characters, these are their
Yeah.
names, this is the men.
You said this is who we
Um,
have.
it's very, very well written. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it blows my mind. 1937 is when the book came out.
I know. Isn't that crazy? I love it.
Yes. What about you? Like, why do
I
you love it?
his
His
reading
writing.
style or his reading style. His writing style is it's like it's like how you would imagine like a classic fantasy to be, like a storytelling, like you're being told this story by the narrator,
Yes.
and he does it so well because he's like Bilbo Baggins, like he's like he'll describe like how the Hobbit hole looks like and what Bilbo does on the day, like daily his
Mm-hmm.
shit, and like it's so easy. I don't know how to explain it.
It's like
He's
you're literally sitting there and someone's like, yo, let me tell you this story real quick. And you're
yeah.
just like, tell me, professor. Like,
Yeah, tell me, Professor Tolkien, please. I want these stories. Like,
yes.
and he's not so heavy on dialogue, but it's not to the point where like you get bored. Because I know
Yes.
sometimes when I'm reading, I get bored when there's not enough dialogue. But like he has the perfect amount of dialogue and like the perfect amount of like description to where it's like not too much, but enough so you can continue the story and understand what's going on.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And I
I
feel
know.
like people need to style their writing based off of him more
It's
because
a very, what is the word? It's a skill set.
yeah,
It's a way. It's the way.
it's the way.
Yeah. Not many people can write like that.
Yeah.
Or if they do, it would just, I don't know. Like, imagine writing that way in a modern set. Like I could not
Yeah,
see it that
it
way.
would be so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, don't know if you know this.
I
Actually, before
don't.
I tell you the fun fact, when you were reading this, right? Like if you're listening to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you think back to when we listened to Narnia,
Mm-hmm.
do you see any similarities with the two writing styles at all?
I do, in the aspect of it's very ahead of its time,
Yeah,
but
100%. Both
very,
stories.
very ahead of its time. And I never would have thought it. I never would have realized it. When you think The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, it's set in a different, first of all, it's set in a fantasy realm.
Yeah,
But the era is obviously, the time is different, but both writing is very ahead of its time. Like nobody can write like that. I don't
yeah.
now. No
There's
way.
no way.
No
No
way.
way at all. The only reason I ask you that is because C.L. Lewis and
Mhm.
J.R.R. Tolkien
Besties.
were besties and they were writing these books around the same time. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it was The Hobbit or if it was Lord of the Rings that he was writing around the same time as C.L. was writing Narnia, but they were writing together almost like at the same time, and they were like, shooting the shit. But then they stopped being friends and I don't know what happened there, and I would
Oh no.
love the tea, but who knows. Um but I just thought that was fun because I remember when we looked back at I looked back at the clips from the Narnia episode and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, it gives me Lord of the Rings vibes and I don't know why. And I just recently found out this fact about C.L. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien, and I was
And
like,
now you know.
I said,
It
well, that
makes
makes
sense.
sense now.
They're at Cloak and Spirit together.
They were
And we'll explain that later at the end of the
at the end of
podcast.
the podcast. We will explain that later. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I want to know what your favorite or memorable scenes were from the book.
Okay. So I enjoyed the beginning where all of the dwarves come and bombard Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
It's so chaotic. Listening to it is very chaotic,
Yeah.
but it's enjoyable. Like it's
Mhm.
funny. You're listening to. I text as soon as they said Kili and Fili. I texted Tiff. I was like, Kili and Fili, and
My guys. Those are my,
it's
if you
like,
don't see behind me, I got them
and
here, of course.
I know the names because you said it a million times. Thorin Oakenshield. I was like, got it, clocked.
Yeah.
Okay, and I enjoyed that. It was very fun, and it just shows a glimpse of each and every one of the dwarves quickly, but you can easily pick it up. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is who they are. This is their deal. I thought it was funny, and then me, because I've never watched Lord of the Rings, but I know what it right. I
Yeah.
understand the ring and Gollum. So having Gollum in The Hobbit, I was like, okay, I know this. It
Yeah.
was
You're like,
familiar.
this is what I know.
It was familiar. I was like, this creepy little man, familiar.
You said
Um,
that's my Bruno right there.
yeah, when I was listening and when he mentions that he finds the ring, I perked up. I was like, oh, like this is
You
how
said,
he
oh, the
got it.
ring.
Yeah. And so I enjoyed that part because it was familiar to me.
Yeah.
I want to know yours.
I love the singing when they sing at Bilbo's
Okay.
house about
Mhm.
him not liking things, like when they're like, that's what Bilbo Baggins hates. And I love how Thorin pulls out his golden fiddle or whatever. I don't know if it's golden, but he has a fiddle. And I remember him just whipping it out and
He's
he's
like,
like
I'm not
playing.
prepared
And
for
like,
this.
I
Oh
love
no,
that
hold
because they're
on.
all whimsical.
Give me 2
Yeah, he
seconds.
said, oh my God, stop. Hello.
Give me
Okay.
2 seconds. The Wi-Fi is like going in and out. I gotta just try to connect again.
Okay.
Cause hold on. Okay. Can you
Yep.
there you go. Perfect.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Go ahead. Your favorite scenes?
Okay. Yeah, the fiddle when he pulls it out.
Yes.
And I love like everywhere they go, there's song. So when they're at Bilbo's house, they're singing.
Oh, there's a lot of music.
Yeah, there's a lot
In
of
the book,
music.
there's a
There's
lot
a
of
lot of music in the
songs.
book, and I love it. And when they're going into Rivendell for the first time, the elves are like in the trees, they're singing, and you're like, oh my God, like they're very like fairy like.
Immerse. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's very fun and they're whimsical and funny, and Elrond's like throwing shade at the doors as they're coming in, and it's
Yes.
so good. And even when like they encounter the goblins sing their
They
songs,
had
and like
the goblins were
the
funny.
goblins were
Wait, the
funny.
goblins, the ones that try to eat them,
Yeah, the ones that
hilarious.
the ones
They
like
gave
the ones
me
that
Ella
captured
Enchanted.
them. Yeah, it was
Gave
very
me Ella
funny.
Enchanted vibes. Like they were
No,
so funny.
the trolls are the ones that try to
Oh,
eat them.
trolls,
The
trolls.
goblins are the ones that capture them from the cave.
And that's how he finds Gollum,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how so Bilbo gets separated from them there. But the
Yes.
trolls are hilarious too. Oh
Hmm.
my god, they have the funniest lines. Like they don't even know what to call Bilbo. They're like, "What are you?" And he's like, "A burglar hobbit." And he's like, "A flurba." And it's like, I don't know. Andy, okay, if you guys don't know the audiobook, Andy Serkis, is that how you say it? Circus?
Yes, I believe
Andy
so.
Serkis, that's his name. The guy that plays Gollum does the audiobooks for all of Tolkien's, like he did all of them.
Yes.
And they're so good. So if you guys ever have the opportunity to
Hmm.
listen, I suggest. Super good.
Highly suggest. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is the only way to listen to it, truly.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So good.
So let's get into the movie.
Yes.
Okay. So The Hobbit
Yeah.
trilogy. So The
Yes.
Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey came out December 14th, 2012. The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug.
Hmm.
Okay. Came out December 2013. And The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies came out December 17, 2014. And when I think about it, I feel like it was either you were going to go watch Harry Potter or you're watching Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings.
You're
And I
either
was
gonna go
like,
see there's
I'm
two
going to
different
chill.
fandoms. Yeah.
I'm going to go chill over here. And you're like, I'm going to go chill over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah.
All three movies were directed by Peter Jackson, the same legend who directed the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So
Yes.
The Hobbit, which I learned is the pre, it's before Lord of the Rings.
It's before Lord of the Rings, yeah.
But it came out after Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, there we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, this movie, girl.
I know. I love everything about it. Okay.
Okay.
Before we get into the actual movie, I want to hear your thoughts about casting. So, were there any actors that didn't hit for you, or were there some that were spot on? What are your thoughts? Because this is like a star-studded cast, and I know that we say that, but like to be on a Lord of the Rings movie
True.
is like iconic. Like you're set for life.
Especially if you're in the Hobbit, which came after they filmed Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. So there's like this fandom, and there's already like it's already a big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was coming in because I came in blind. I
Mm-hmm.
know, obviously, based on the people that you show me,
All the
I have
time.
no objections with anybody, any of the actors.
Yeah.
I feel that each an individual dwarf played their character to the T.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the Kili vibe.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
I understand the Kili vibe. I was feeling Fili. I'm not even gonna
There
lie.
he is.
And the rest of them are just like they're just their own person. And the dwarves, I thought were spot on. Bilbo Baggins, I think he's more iconic than Frodo, and I haven't even watched Lord of the Rings, to be honest.
I know.
There's something about the way the actor does his facial expressions, his like jittery, like when he doesn't know what to do.
Martin Freeman is the perfect Bilbo Baggins. There's no like it's almost like as if like you can't see anyone else playing Iron Man.
No.
Like it works. They're meant
That's
to
why,
be.
yeah, and that's why I was like, I like him more than Frodo. Who's the actor who plays Frodo?
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, but I've never watched the movie, so we'll see.
We'll see.
I love Gandalf.
We love Gandalf.
We'll talk about it later. Let's go with the sassy elves because they are sassy fast.
Tell me what your thoughts.
Legolas is Orlando Bloom.
We love him.
This man, he yearns, he loves, he tries to please his daddy. He's Draco, reincarnated.
He's Draco with a bow and arrow and not a haircut.
Yes.
No haircut. What at
he
all?
let his hair grow out.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who plays Legolas's dad,
Thranduil, who is played by Lee Pace.
This man is sassy to the T. We joked all day about every time he came on screen. We could not stop joking about him.
He's
Um,
just so good.
he's so funny. But let's really talk about the actor who played Thorin Oakenshields.
Oh, Richard
The
Armitage.
range.
So
The
beautiful.
range. Okay, when the movie first starts, I'm like, who is this man? Like,
Right? In his fur coat.
he's very mysterious. Okay. And then as it goes on, you're like, oh, he's so stoic. He just stands off to the side and like thinks
Mm-hmm.
if the
Yeah.
dwarves talk about him. And then he turns and like
He's majestic.
model.
Yep.
And then when you get to the third film, I hated him so
I know.
much.
He was yelling and yelling.
I
I was
was
like, don't talk about my baby
I
boy that way.
I hated him because of the curse. I just was like, he's so annoying. I was yelling, like,
I know.
what are you doing? You're making wrong choices.
She's like, that's your baby boy, Bilbo. Why are you yelling at him?
You be nice to Bilbo Baggins,
You be nice to
please.
Bilbo. Protect him at all costs.
And then when he got over it, I liked him again. I was like, oh my God. It just is the range this character had. It was so good. The actor did such a good job playing him. And even I don't know, I think everybody was great. Everybody. I have no complaints. I can't picture anybody else because I don't know it well enough to do it. But I enjoyed everyone. I have no complaints with anyone's acting.
What did you think about Elrond? Because you know I love me some Elrond.
Elrond has
some crazy eyebrows.
Not even, it's not the eyebrows. It's the Elrond and Homegirl.
Galadriel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when you watch The Hobbit, you're just like, what's their deal? Like, what's the lore?
Yeah.
And I know you were telling me as we were watching the movie, but they do it so well where they're like so majestic and you're just kind of like, oh, like, okay, you guys are, you know it. You know what's up. You know it all. But then you're like, but what's your deal?
Yeah. Like, what's going on there?
You can kind of read everybody else, but the people at the table, like, it's hard to read them. Like, what is the deal with them?
Yeah.
But I'll take them all. Prosthetics and none.
Prosthetics or nothing.
You bring your big hands. You bring your big hairy feet.
She asked me
the pointy
during
ears.
the movie. The pointy ears for sure. She asked, ew, Kim, you're like, bring me the feet too. You might as well.
Just bring it all out. Bring it all.
She asked me, there was a scene where it did a close-up on one of the dwarves' hands, and she goes,
I think it was Kili.
It was Thorin. I think
okay, one of them
putting the key in the door, and she goes, "Is his hands really that meaty?" And I was like, "No, it's a prosthetic."
Like, I had no idea because I know obviously Bilbo's feet are not real. Like, that's prosthetic.
I hope not.
There was even a point where I asked Tiff, I'm like, are their noses prosthetic?
So she would ask me. So
why
one dwarf
would
show up on screen, and she'd be like, "Is that nose a prosthetic?" And it was like Kili. So I was like, "No, Kili has no prosthetics except for his ears." And she goes, "Okay." And then Thorin would come on screen, and she goes, "Is that a prosthetic?" And I said, "No, I'm pretty sure that's his real nose." And then Balin, whose nose is like this. I looked at her and she just kept looking at the screen, and I was like, "Oh, thank God she knows that that's a prosthetic," because my God.
Well, because like you told me, you're like in the world of dwarves, they have big noses, meaty hands, whatever, and that must make them handsome. And I was like,
their beards, their noses,
and like they have big noses. And meaty hands and big noses.
Okay, well, the meaty hands make sense because they work at the forges. Yes. I don't know why their noses are so big, but in dwarvish culture, if the more facial hair you have, the bigger your hands and noses are and stuff. Like, and like the bigger you are is like the more handsome you are. So like in dwarvish culture, Kili is not handsome,
which is wild.
Is like mid, and Thorin is mid, and like the line of Durin is like mid tiered.
Is like Borum or whatever handsome? The fat guy.
Bomber? Yeah, he has a wife and kids. Thorin, Fili, and Kili don't have wife and kids.
That is wild to me.
It's crazy. And like it's weird because we all think they're handsome as dwarves, but
Yes.
like dwarves don't see them as handsome, and it's really sad that you
And
think about it.
like Kili, Fili, and Thorin, they be rocking their braids.
They be
I
rocking
want to
them
rock my braids
braids.
like them. But then all these other dwarves, their hair is wild.
They got braids, and they
Their
got like
style is
there's
like
one that's like Nori. Nori's hair, it comes out pointy at the sides and then pointy at top, and then he's got braids coming
it's
through. And I was
wild.
like, yo,
And then these guys, their hair is just like normal, long. It's
just
that wet look
yeah. They got that beach waves with the
with the
braids.
braids.
They're on Love Island.
They have little
Before
like shells, little gems going through each
Okay,
braid.
so the thing about those beads is also in dwarvish culture, which I don't know why I know so much about it, but I do. I dive into Reddit all the time and do research. Okay, they braid their hair, and the clips and beads at the end of their hair actually symbolizes something. So you would get
Mm-hmm.
it when you're like, if you like survive a huge war or
Oh
battle or
my
whatever, kind of like a
god!
Purple Heart.
Yeah.
And then you have one for like if you're royalty, and then you'd have one if you're like married or something. You know what I mean? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
it symbolizes stuff. So like Kili has no bead in his braids. His braids are flimsy and not well done, and half coming out, half not coming out. Fili has braids because he's the next in line,
Yeah.
and he has a bead, I think, in his hair. But Thorin has one big fat bead in the back of his
Yes.
head, and that
Yes.
I think that one is his Durin, his like king, like pretty much
Yeah.
like he's royalty. And then he's got the two, the sporting the two behind in front of the ear. He's got the
Yes.
little beads at the ends, and I
Like
think
from
those are
right
for
here,
like
I'm gonna
yeah,
totally rock my hair. Summer braids is
literally. And I'm gonna put fat ass clips.
summer braids is Hobbit is from the Hobbit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's my
The hairstyle, we're gonna.
my
What's your
Pinterest
inspo?
board.
Yeah, yeah. What's your inspo for your hair? It's so cute. Kili from The Hobbit. You just walk away with the fucked up braid.
It is a hot
Okay,
mess.
it's a hot mess, and I love it. I'm
Me
here for it.
too.
So I want to know what you think about the world. So Middle Earth is super precious to those who love these stories. And I want to know what you think about the portrayal of the world. For someone who has never watched Lord of the Rings, this is like your first impression of Middle Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, very different from what we see in Lord of the Rings. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you think about what you've seen of Middle Earth right now. And like how
So
you think Peter Jackson did with adapting it from Tolkien's story.
okay, so there were many times I was like, where are they? I asked you. I was like, what is this here? I was like, is this their home? And you're like, no, this is I don't know how many times they showed up somewhere new and I was like, is
The
this their
Goblin
home?
Cave.
I was like, is this their home?
Yeah.
You're like, no, this is the city of blah blah blah. And I was like,
Yeah.
got it. And you're like, they're not there yet. You'll know. You're like,
Yeah.
you'll know when they get there. That's just me being the worst when it comes to like trying to remember where people are going
Yeah.
and the names. The only place I knew was the Shire
Yeah.
and Lake Town.
Oh yeah, because
It's giving very water.
Gaston.
It's Gaston, but it's giving very
Gaston.
Waterworlds. Like
Yeah. It is giving very Waterworld.
so that one I could understand, and it's funny because they're human. So
Yeah.
I got it. I got
Waterworld.
it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was all everywhere looked different. So nothing
Mhm.
looked the same, which made it easy to like when you were like, no, this is so and so. I was like, okay, got it. Like this is what that place looks like. And you're like, no, this is this place. I was like, okay. So like everything looked like its own. Like nothing,
Yeah.
they didn't look familiar. Um, I think Peter Jackson did a great job with how it looked. Like
Yeah.
when Lake Town was burning,
Oh yeah.
like the way that looked was wild. And
Yeah.
then at the end, when they're battling, and you just see it all like from a high point of view.
Oh yeah. Like Dale and
Yes.
yeah, Erebor and
Um,
everything.
it looks good.
Yeah.
It was very it. I don't know. It just looked really good.
Yeah, I love it. Middle Earth, listen, that's like my like heaven. If I were to die, I would be in Middle Earth because like
Okay,
that's just my home
real
comfort.
quick. Middle Earth is considered what?
That's the name of the land, the whole land.
The whole like if
Yeah,
this is
so like
the
you
United
know
States of
how
America.
no, so you know how like Violet's like they call their world the continent or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Okay.
So like we call like how we call this place Earth. It's like
Yes.
Middle Earth.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they venture. It's just this big piece of land. It's like almost as if you know how the world was before all the
Mhm.
continents shifted. I can't remember what that's called, but
Yes, I know what
it's
you
like
mean.
yeah, it's like that before it splits type deal.
Got
So it's
it.
just one big connection, and then there's little islands and stuff around, but you don't know
We
anything
don't go
about
over
that. So
there.
yeah, we don't talk about it. We go there, but we don't
Oh,
talk about it. Yeah,
we travel.
yeah, we travel around. But yeah, I love Middle Earth.
That's where you want to go.
That's
Specifically
where I want to
where?
be.
The Shire? Lake
I
Town?
would probably go to. I would not. I probably wouldn't have fun in Rivendell because it's way too boring. And I feel like the Shire would be nice for like a vacation. So like
You have
Loki,
with
I'd
the
probably
elves?
anywhere. No, the elves is in
Oh,
Rivendell.
okay, sorry. I don't know.
I probably. I don't know. I'd be like a ranger. Maybe I could travel all over. Rangers,
Oh.
yeah, rangers travel. So I'd be like a ranger of the north, and then I'd probably just go on in my. I'd be a wanderer.
The Shire looks so beautiful.
I know.
It looks so beautiful. It looks fun. The
That's
people
a
look
real place.
crazy.
The
Oh
Shire is a real place in New Zealand.
my
They
god, that's why
actually
you want to
have
go.
houses. Yeah, they actually have all of a lot of. Actually, I think all of the films, including Lord of the Rings, was filmed in New Zealand.
Oh my god, so beautiful.
I know. I want to go there
So
so bad.
beautiful.
I want to live there and meet Kili and Fili and
Okay.
Thorin.
Oh, all of them. You're like, we
All
can all
three.
come to my house. It's fine.
Yeah, and Bilbo would be my gay best friend. Because if you know, you know.
The
Bag and shield.
bag and shield. I told you. Bag
Bag
and
and shield.
shields.
Okay, so including all three movies, what is your favorite or most memorable scene?
Can I pick one from each movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So the first one, shit. We watched them all consecutively, so
I know.
together. So
Back
like
to back.
I think I'm blending scenes. Um, I enjoyed Gollum.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed seeing him again, seeing him. I enjoyed that banter between them, the riddle, the game
Yeah.
that they played. Okay, I remember. I enjoyed I enjoyed when Thorin Oakenshield did his strut on the tree.
Oh, the most majestic slow motion walk I've ever seen in
Oh my
cinematic
god.
history.
I enjoyed
Oh,
that
it's
part.
amazing.
Okay, so
Me and
that's
him were laughing so hard, but not in like laughing at him, but we're laughing because it was just so good.
it was
And I
so
told her it was good. She wasn't expecting that
I was not with no.
with
That
his
man
boots and
walked in his
everything.
boots. Yes.
And she was screaming when he was getting attacked. I was like, oh my gosh, she's
Okay.
invested.
When he was getting attacked by that wolf,
Yeah.
I lost it. I was like,
She
is
was
he gonna
losing her
I
shit.
was like, is he gonna die? I was I could not handle it. And then when Bill Baggins came to save the day,
The man he is.
I was like, that's your man, protect him. Like
Protect your mans.
okay, so I like that. I enjoyed in number two, which is the desolation of the smog.
Yeah.
My brain is like, what the fuck did we watch?
There's a scene in that one where
I enjoyed where what is Homegirl's name? The elf.
Tariel.
Okay. I enjoyed her interaction with Kili. Like
I
when you
know.
see it.
I hate
Yes,
her.
number two is where like they get to Lake. Okay, Gaston is there.
Yeah,
They
Gaston is
get to
alive in
Lake
there.
Town. There's the situation with Lake Town. Anything, I don't know. It's just I don't
There
remember.
was a
It
scene
was
in
so
two
good.
where Killy gets shot with the Morgul's shaft in his thigh,
Screamed.
and Kim literally grabbed me and was screaming, and I started screaming because I love him, and we're just screaming.
Mind you, you've watched it. You know what's gonna
I
happen.
know, but like her reaction was crazy, and I started screaming, and it was like she
Yes,
was shook as.
when he got shot by the arrow, I could not handle it. I was like, "Oh my god!" And then when they were like, "That's poison, baby. It's gonna seep through his stuff," I was
Yeah.
like, "Who is gonna save him? Like, what are you talking about?" And then Legolas,
Let's talk
his
about it.
pouring and his hopping around on people's heads and the water. I like when the doors escape and they get into the
The
barrels and
barrels,
they
yeah.
roll into the water. Like that was hilarious. But Legolas just like
Yeah,
hopping, doing the
jumping
splits
all
on their
around.
head, shooting his arrows. This man,
He's the most.
this elf, I could not handle it. He was so extra.
So extra. I loved it.
And then the third one, the third one like had me shocked through the entire time because what do you mean? Thorin Oakenshield was ready to kill Bilbo Baggins. And I was like, is no one going to stand up for him? Like, what he, like, when he said he did it, and Thorin was like, you're the traitor. You're the traitor? You're traitor to me.
I confided in you.
Truly did.
He said, I confided in you.
Remember when he took him to the side and like literally went up to his face and was like, one of them is a traitor. Yeah. My next of kins
are. That was playing in Thorin's head. And he goes, I told you that in confidence.
Because Bilbo like called it out. He's like, you think one of them did it? Like, you think they're traitors?
Like, them? Okay.
Yes. Bilbo was like, you are going crazy. Dude, number 3, Thorin Oakenshield, the change because of the curse was wild to me.
Yeah.
And when he started saying the same thing that the dragon was saying with the coin, I was getting so angry.
She was like so mad.
I was like, you can't say that. That is what the dragon says. You are supposed to be good. And I was getting mad that he wasn't helping, that he wanted to cause a war with Homeboy and his deer. Yeah. His antler.
His elk.
His elk. He wanted to cause a war. And then Gaston was, oh my God. What? The scene where Gaston's like, can I please talk to you? And he's like, come on. And then you just know
it's the diamond.
You know he's working his way. He's working his way down the stairs that he made. And then if this is the hole, okay, this is the hole or whatever. And then he's just like shows up. Yeah, that shit was.
He like eased into it. Like there was no step in it. He slid.
The best when he eased away. When he was like, just parts.
He said, "Your threats will not sway me." Okay.
He was like this. He's like, your threats will not slay me. And then you see him, and he turns at his friends and his dwarves, and he's like, yo, they're gonna start a war.
All of the dwarves were like, why'd you slide in and out like that?
There was a lot of funny scenes.
Oh, okay. They died. The three died. How do you feel about Fili, Kili, and Thorin dying? Because I know you're shocked because I talk so much about them that you would think that they
live.
Yeah. So tell me your thoughts. Okay. I want to know.
Fili died. We'll start in order.
Okay.
When Fili died, I was shocked, but not too shocked because I was like, he's kind of quiet. Like, you knew when he split up with Kili, when they were like, you do this, I'll do this. One of them was going to die. I for sure thought it was going to be just Fili, and we would just move on.
Mm-hmm.
When they dropped him, when that orc dropped him, I was like, no. And then Kili sees it down. Yeah. He sees the body fall.
He fell right in front of Kili.
I was like, my heart, like that is so sad. And then I thought, we move on. Kili dies.
Yeah.
Kili dies by the orc.
Yeah. Bulb.
His lover, his woman lover elf.
Tariel.
Saw it.
Yep.
Tear. That was sad as fuck.
The one tear.
That was so sad. I did not expect when Kili died, I was like, bitch.
Yeah.
You talk about this man like he lives on forever. Like he's in Lord of the Rings.
In my heart.
Like he's in the Lord of the Rings. That's what I assumed. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, yeah.
And then to top it off, mind you, because I did not know they're related. Those are his nephews.
Yeah, I had to tell her, I think when we were watching the second movie, I was like, that's their nephews. And she goes, what? I was like, yeah, that's Thorin's nephew. And she's like, no, they're not. I was like, yeah, they are.
So then Thorin Oakenshield is fighting Homeboy with the one arm. Orc.
Mm-hmm. Azog.
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 What?
Azog.
Asshog.
AZOG.
This guy would not die even under the water. I was like, Chip,
Yeah.
if he lives under this water, I will die. And he lives. He opened his eyes. He stabbed right through his foot. And when Thorin Oakenshield sacrificed himself in order to kill this orc, I was like, no. After everything he's been through, the journey that we went on with him of trying to get to where we are now, and then him even getting over the curse and being able to be like, I can do this. And you're telling me he dies?
I know.
You're telling me he dies? And Bilbo was like, no, the eagles.
I know.
I cannot look at an eagle the same.
When
Eagles. The eagles are coming.
The eagles are coming. They didn't come fast enough.
And he was like, you are the bestest friend I've ever had. Get the fuck out of here. He's your lover.
Yeah. When he said if more people valued gold or valued home above gold, the world would be a merrier place. And I've never in my life, I cried so hard when I watched this for the first time, second time, third time, and fourth time.
I did not cry. I was just shocked.
Yeah.
You're going to put me on this journey with this man.
He's hella pressed.
And you're going to kill him? Fili, okay. So I figured one would have to die. Someone in the dwarf realm would have to die. Like, you just has to. Fili, when he died, I was like, R.I.P.
Like, all right, there's the one.
I wasn't fully connected. I was like, okay. When Kili died, and his girl, his elf lover, was there crying, and she was like, if this is love, I don't want to feel it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much like, kill me. True Romeo and Juliet. Kill me. I don't want to do this anymore. To the elf daddy. And
elf daddy.
And then when Thorin Oakenshield, I was like, no way. There's no, like, no, the eagles have to sweep him up. No, there's no way. No way. We're at their funeral.
Yeah.
Okay? You got all three laying there. Homeboys with his stone. His
Arkenstone.
His Arkenstone. The boys are with their knives, their swords. And Bilbo can't even look at his lover's face. We'll get into it later. I can't believe they died.
I know.
I remember asking you before he even died. I said, if they were all to die, who takes over? That's it. You can't.
I was like, I have no idea.
I was like, I know you didn't answer. When you don't answer me, I was like, okay, you're keeping it a secret. You're not going to tell me. I was like, no way. He is the king. No, it just didn't. It's not clocking.
It's not clocking to me. I'm not standing on business.
I'm not 10 toes down. I'm lifted by the eagle. I'm not 10 toes down. And that's what I should have been with him. Like, I can't. I honestly cannot even handle it.
It's the most tragic story I have ever witnessed in all of my time, because these dwarves left their home that they know, because I want to remind you that Fili and Kili have never been to Erebor.
Yes,
they just know that that's where they're from. That's their homeland. So they, along with a lot of the other dwarves that were in their company, has never set foot on Erebor, and they just were like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna take back our home. We're gonna live there and make a life for ourselves and reclaim what's rightfully ours, and we're going to follow Thorin. And Thorin's like, yes, we're going to do this right by my grandfather and my dad and my nephews, right? Like my sister, everyone. Just for them.
Just for the redhead to take over, the cousin?
Jane.
Get out of here. How to Train Your Dragon over here is going to take over? What?
I know.
He ain't even cute to be one of these men. Like,
that's why he's just a cousin. It's so sad.
And I was like, so then what? And you're like, so then we move on to Lord of the Rings. What? No. Yeah. Everyone goes home. Everyone just does their thing.
Bilbo goes back to the Shire and he misses Thorin with everything in his heart.
When that guy who's getting rid of all his stuff, the auctioneer, was like, who is your master that you pledged to? This Thorin Oakenshield. And Bilbo turned like, he was my friend. Get the fuck out of here. Bye. I don't like it. I don't like that you made me watch this. I don't like that I went through this journey. I don't like that they died. I thought maybe Gaston would have died.
Oh yeah.
I don't know his real name. What is his name in the movie?
Bard.
Bard. Okay, it's
Yeah.
simple. Bard. I thought Bard would die.
Yeah.
You know, that I could have accepted. I could have accepted the death of Bard. I could have been like,
Yeah.
oh.
No.
I could have accepted the death of like the daddy elf. That would have been
Thranduil?
okay. Yes, I wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the dwarves. Don't fuck with Bilbo
Don't fuck
Baggins.
with the dwarves.
Don't mess with the dwarves. Don't mess with Bilbo Baggins. And don't
Mhm.
mess with Legolas.
Yeah. And especially
And
don't
Gandalf.
mess with
And
Gandalf.
don't mess with Gandalf.
Don't mess with Gandalf.
Gandalf's lines were like iconic.
So good.
This man was like, I don't even know. I don't
When
know.
the funniest scene that me and Kim were like cackling at was when Galadriel was talking to Elrond or to Gandalf in his head, and she's like, "They're leaving," and he goes, "Yes," and she goes, "You knew," and he goes,
He
"Yes."
just does a
Like,
face.
and it's
like that. He was just like, sorry.
like he was serving major face card.
Like,
and did not decline.
that meme of King and Queens and the guy standing.
Oh yeah, out of his pockets. Yeah, that's
That
how
was
he
him.
looked. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it. It makes my stomach like upset.
Oh my god. It makes my stomach hurt.
I thought I was gonna see them in Lord of the Rings.
No.
Because, you got Legolas from what you tell me. Because you're like, oh, he'll be back. Like where
Yeah.
he's going because he cuts ties with his daddy. And he's
Every
like,
time Legolas is about to die, she's like, "Oh my god, is he gonna die?" And I'm like, "No, he's in Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah.
you're good.
Like
Don't
Bilbo
worry about this guy."
Baggins, I was like, there's no way he's gonna die because in the beginning he's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
And he's writing his story.
Yeah.
And it's like Gandalf doesn't die because he's in Lord of the Rings. And
Yeah.
Frodo literally was like, I'm gonna go see Gandalf.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, they don't die. And these dwarves, do we ever see these dwarves again? Or is it about the hobbits?
We see the dwarves in Lord of the Rings.
These
we see them
dwarves.
in Lord of the Rings.
These
I will
men,
tell you,
these
yeah,
people.
the 13 company, we see some of them again. So I'll just say that and nothing else.
I can't even. I mean,
I know. Sorry, I had to do it to you. It's my favorite in the entire world. She's like, "Why do you like this?" And I'm like, "It's my favorite."
I could not believe it. And can I also say, so Tiff and I had said so we watched it back to back to back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Extended versions and all. And after the second one, the way it ended.
Oh, yeah.
And it went to the commercial, or it went to the ending with Ed Sheeran singing his song.
Yeah.
I was like, I would have died in 2013. You're telling me I have to wait a year and X amount of days? No, thank you. I would have died.
Can you imagine?
I would have died. Not even Harry Potter did that for me. Like I would have, that was like truly, they were like, let's film and just stop filming. Just halt. No more. We're going to wait a year.
Right there. Yeah.
Yo, that was
tragic.
Wild.
It ends so good.
And when that Benedict Cumberbatch, aka the dragon, was flying, he's like, "You want to talk about revenge? Revenge?" I was like, "The prophecy." I kept saying, "The prophecy."
The prophecy. Yep.
The prophecy. They're gonna die. I was like losing my mind. I can't.
So good.
I can't.
Well, there's more that you can't with. So I have written down some things. Okay. I have questions, but I also have facts, things about the book, because you didn't finish the book.
Right.
So I have things from the book that is not in the movie and things that are in the movie that was not in the book.
So you're hitting me with questions, but then also facts.
Yep.
Let's go.
I want your honest reactions from the facts that are missing and whatever.
Okay,
so I want to know what you think about the tone and the overall theme of just the story in general, because the story generally stays the same. So we have themes like adventure, greed, courage, friendship, and then obviously enemies to lovers, right? And there's, but like I want to know what your thoughts are, because that's one of the reasons why I love this story so much, is because of the themes of the book and how, like, what it represents. So I want to know your thoughts.
The theme of found family,
yeah,
a friendship with the dwarves. Okay, let's start there. The theme of found family and friendship. First of all, when Thorin Oakenshield kept bad talking about Bilbo Baggins, I was like, stop talking about him like that. You are so mean.
Yeah.
Stop being rude. Like, you are being so rude and you hate him. Why do you not want him there with you? Enemies to lovers, 100%.
He's a distraction.
But all these other, he's like, those feet. He's like, I can't help it.
He said, I love them hairy toes.
The other dwarves were just like so supportive and they just cared about what the journey was. They cared about what Thorin wanted, but they also cared about Bilbo. Like,
yeah,
and
Bofur is Bilbo's number one fan.
they,
Bofur's the one with the hat, and he's
God.
constantly looking for Bilbo. He's like, "Where's Bilbo? Where's Bilbo? Where's the burglar?"
It was so cute. And then also when Gandalf loves Bilbo and he's just like, if you don't like my burglar, like, give him back to me. Like, don't be rude, Thorin, please.
Yeah.
It took me, like, it's so crazy. Like, when Bilbo goes and runs off and he's like, I'm going on an adventure, and he catches up to them and they were like, you're here, like, you came,
They're like, oh my god,
welcome. I was like,
Kili and Fili are like, clocked it.
I was like, it's starting. I love the found family aspect of the dwarves. Like, I just love it so much. And the adventure was there 100%. Yeah. Bilbo truly thinks on his feet, literally 10 toes down. Yeah. This man,
10 hairy toes down.
Like, he has to come up with so much bullshit in his head to, like, because he knows he's not the battle man. He doesn't do that. So he has to, like, truly come up with, like, being, like, mentally, like, trick people. And I think it's so well done. He's so, I just, like, pick him up and, like, put it in my pocket. Like, oh my God. I love Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins. We love him.
And I've already expressed how much the greed situation is wild to me.
It's not even just Thorin that's greedy. It's Thranduil that's greedy for his jewels that is in Erebor.
His wife,
the dragon that's greedy. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he's like willing to, like, go to war over her. Which, I mean, if you know about Thranduil and his wife, that's sad.
Yeah. When he was like, in the beginning, when they were like, help us, and he was like, no. Right off.
He said, he hella flipped it. If he could have, he would have. He would have.
He's got the biggest side eyes ever. Like, I can't with him. Yeah, everyone is very greedy. They are very greedy, and
they're
it's
all greedy
like
in their own way.
Gandalf is like, yeah, you guys, like, there is some serious shit happening. You need to, like, get off your horse, literally, and come help us. Like,
literally, like, Thranduil, I'm looking at you.
When the who was it? The dwarves, when they start attacking the orcs, and they were like, the elves are not gonna help, and then they come and help. They jump over.
Yeah, they jump over the dwarves.
I was like, finally, so unison. But
it's so good.
Oh my God, the themes and the tone was there. Every bit of it.
I love it. You get all of it in one. Like, I know it's 3 movies, but just in one whole thing, it's like,
I honestly thought it was just gonna be, I thought I was gonna be bored. I thought I was gonna be confused. I don't know what I thought. I honestly don't know what I thought. I just thought it was gonna be boring and confusing and a lot of names, a lot of things I didn't know, and I would just lose interest. But I think having you here, sit with me and watch it, I, like, stayed invested. I mean, my reactions,
questions, and I could,
and my reactions were true. When Kili got shot, I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah. And then he jumped in the barrel and, like, the thing snapped and she was like, oh my God.
I was like, dude, the arrow is still in his leg. It's still there. And you're like, I know, bitch, calm down.
Yeah, I know. Just wait. Like, when I was like, just wait, I'm really, like, referring to he's gonna die anyway. Doesn't matter.
No.
Oh, God. Okay. So, okay, I want to know. Okay, I'm gonna tell you parts of the Okay, it's confusing because there's parts in the book that was not in the movie, and there's
Mhm.
parts of the movie that was not in the book.
Mhm.
So the first one is one of the biggest ones that
Tell
everyone talks
me.
about, and it's the fact that Legolas and Tauriel were not in the book. Tauriel is a made-up character by Peter Jackson. She's not in the book or
And
anything.
Legolas was there because he's in um Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Is
so
that why
Peter
he's back?
Jackson was like, let's put Legolas here because we're doing this in Mirkwood, and Mirkwood is generally where Legolas is from. So it would make sense to put the two together. And so they were like, let's just have Orlando Bloom back in it and, fuck shit up. But let's add this love triangle that Tolkien did not come up with.
Tolkien
So
was like, I don't do love triangles. Peter
and Peter
Jackson was
Jackson
like, I
said,
do.
I do. Yeah, Tauriel was just inserted by Peter Jackson. So she's not even a real character. That whole Kili love story was not written in
Are
the book
you
at all.
serious?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was good. It flowed. It worked.
I truly felt that Legolas truly loved her,
I know.
and she truly loved Kili, and she did not want to live once Kili died. She
Yeah.
did not want to live.
There's fans that say after Kili died, she went off and sailed west to
And
the
you say when
Great
they saw
Heaven.
West, they
Pretty much go to this like other. It's like their heaven, pretty much, where like they'll go and there's no pain, suffering, and you can be with your
because
friends that
she's
have
not
moved
welcome back to
on.
his kingdom.
Well, not even that, but she just doesn't want to live without him. I
My
know.
heart.
It's
My
so sad.
heart. Okay, go ahead.
Well,
What?
I can rightfully hate her because she wasn't a Tolkien character. So,
Okay.
another one is the fact that Bard, so Gaston, and the King of Lake Town were actually not on hating terms like they were in the movie. So they actually worked together at one point
Oh.
to retrieve the gold that was promised to them by Thorin after Smaug's attack. So the king was like working with Bard and was like, hey, we need to get the shit settled out because Lake Town's in shambles. And Bard's like, all right, I'll go and talk to him. And Bard did kill the dragon, but he killed the dragon in like 2 seconds. It didn't take all of that with his son.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any
More
kids in the book.
thematically,
Yeah, in
more
the book,
like
he's not a family man. He's not a
what?
fisherman. He's just a
In the
man at
movie,
the lake
he's
in the
like
lake.
the good, and the king is the bad.
Yeah. So they added that like heat between the two,
I
but
liked it.
yeah. And then I think Bard eventually at the end of the book becomes the king of Dale, which does happen in the movie, but it's like Lake Town people moving into Dale and yeah.
I
So
like it. I liked the king. I liked how he was very gross and just
he was really
he
gross.
deserved to die. And
He
then
was like the
Alfred
human
was
version of the goblin.
yes, and Alfred was just when he dressed up as that woman, and the women were like, "We must fight with our men," and he's like, "I said, get off!" Like I'm hiding
And
here
he
with
has like a bra full of coin.
his bosom is all
His
the
bosom.
coins.
Yeah.
He deserves to die, but he brought like comedic relief to a
Yeah,
very
he did.
serious situation. So I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. That's okay with me.
Yeah, that one's fine. Also, another one is Thorin's fiddle. Obviously, I brought this up multiple times. We don't see it in the movie, and I think that's criminal because, I know what they were trying to do with Thorin because in the books, Thorin's not this brute. I mean, he's stoic and all, but he's not this broody man that like hates
And this man is broody
Hobbit.
24/7.
Like he's just mad all the time in the movie, and which it sets the tone because Peter Jackson turns Tolkien stories from whimsical to a darker, more serious theme. But at least give the man his fiddle. Like he loves that thing. He brought it with him to
You know
the
what?
quest.
He probably played that fiddle for Bilbo. Let's
He
just
did
leave it at that.
in Lake Town.
Yeah. What's that music that we hear? Oh, that's
Bilbo and
Thorin.
Thorin are on the roof.
Fiddler on the Roof. Oh, that's where the story. That's the lore. That's where the lore came from.
That's where the lore came
From the humans of Lake Town. They were like, "Do you hear that? That's the Fiddler on the Roof."
It's Thorin Oakenshield serenading Bilbo Baggins. Oh my god. Okay. So that's one. And then another one is Azog the Defiler, who is the big bad guy in the movies. In the book, he actually was killed long before the events of The Hobbit. And so his son or offspring, Bolg, is the one that leads the charge in the Battle of Five Armies. So
why do you think they kept him?
I think it adds more
meaningful with Thorin.
No, I think probably two reasons. One, because it would cinematically make sense for Azog to be fighting Thorin while Bolg is fighting Kili, because
Mm-hmm.
they already got rid of Fili. There's only
Mm-hmm.
two, so there's two bad guys, two good guys. So I think it would make sense to do it that way. But also, I think it's because I think they brought Azog back because he's more of like he's like a scarier guy.
Yeah, he
You know what
is.
I
The
mean?
other one looked like, I don't know, dumb.
Fuck up. Yeah, he had one brain
With
cell,
like
and
a
all he
zip
did,
face. I don't know
he was
what was up with
Hulk,
him.
like Hulk smash. Like that's all he
Yeah,
thought.
for
Yeah.
real.
So I don't know, but I have no idea why. But that was
I
the
felt it was more like I felt like as like still being there, it was like more it meant more when it came with Thorin like constantly wanting to like kill this guy, like this man like killed everybody. This is the guy, this is the orc that like destroyed everything, ruined my family, ruined my home. And so it made the battle at the end more like, oh my god, this is it. Like this is the
yeah,
guy. This is the creature that's literally the reason you're on this journey is because of this creature. And so if I think if it was the sun, it would just kind of be like, oh, you're just the sun. And I feel like
you're
Thorin
just
would have like
yeah,
just killed him and moved on.
yeah.
But yeah, Azog the Defiler, what the fuck kind of name is that?
I know it's the name for sure.
He was very disgusting looking and very evil. And when that man lived under the water and he opened his eyes, I was like, no.
Yeah, she was like,
I
mm-mm.
said, I was like,
And then he got
if he
stabbed, and she goes,
lives,
okay.
I cannot. I could not handle it. I
So
cannot. I
good
was like,
though.
does this man not die? Does he not die? I was like, what the? He's not even a man. I keep saying man. He's an orc. Okay.
Yeah, he's an orc, and
He's
yeah, that man,
hideous.
he's gross, and he has no
Yes.
arm, and it looks weird, and it's like sticking out where his elbow would be.
It's
It's
so
like
weird. It's
disgusting.
so weird.
Okay, so another one is that in the book we know that Gandalf disappears several times throughout their journey, but it's vaguely mentioned why, and we really only get the answer of like he's following up on the necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
But in the movie, we literally see exactly where Gandalf goes, what he does, what's happening. And I feel like Peter Jackson only did that for the sole purpose of like allowing, like putting in, so that way if someone were to watch The Hobbit for the first time like you and they haven't seen Lord of the Rings, they'd understand what Lord of the Rings is. That
Yes.
makes sense. Because it was written
Yes.
first, and it was written before Lord of the Rings. So like even though in the book they don't really talk about it, there's like other stories, like I think it's like letters or something maybe that Tolkien writes
Mm-hmm.
about the lore behind, and I think they've like uncovered it and stuff. So I don't know what those are, but that's my thought. Is like they knew what Gandalf
It's
was doing because
giving
of
you
it.
the character Gandalf so that if you go watch Lord of the Rings, you kind of know who this man is. Like,
Yeah,
all right, Gandalf.
yeah. He
Literally
was disappearing, and sometimes he wasn't on screen and was still disappearing. So we know what he was doing
Gandalf
at
at
Cloaks and
Cloak and
Spirits.
Spirits.
Cloak and Spirits. Okay, so his look.
Yeah, I can't with this man.
Another one is the Battle of Five Armies. So in the book, it's shown, but in very little detail, and it's because the book is following Bilbo, and Bilbo is knocked out early, like on Rivendell,
Mm-hmm.
and we only hear about the battle like afterwards, after Bilbo wakes up. So it's like Bilbo gets knocked out. Next chapter, Bilbo wakes up. He
And they're
sees the
telling him,
eagles. Yeah, he sees the eagles, and he doesn't see anyone else around, so he's like going back to Erebor to see like what the hell happened, and he goes to Gandalf and he's like, Gandalf, what happened? And he goes, oh, we won and whatever. And he goes, but there's something you need to see before we go. And Gandalf brings Bilbo to Thorin, and Thorin is dying. And he's pretty much like, I waited for you. I wish to part with you in friendship. Yeah. And,
he waited
he
for
said his
him.
line. Yeah. He
He
says his
waited for
line of
him.
like, if more people valued
Yes.
home, and it's so, and Bilbo's just like, thank you so much for this journey, and like he's like, you are my friend and whatever, and it's just so sad. But the whole like fight in between we see in the movies is not in the book, so nothing there. And I just thought that was interesting that they
Right.
were able to tell the story and almost make it seem like accurate as hell,
You're like, this is
without it
really
being an
what would
actual book.
happen. This is what would have happened.
Yeah, it really is, because at the end we don't find out. So he knows that Thorin dies, and then
Mhm.
he's like, and then we went home, we partied with the elves a bit, and then we hung out with where like the trolls were, and like
Yeah.
they pretty much backtracked. And he's like, and the worst, part of it all was not only did we lose Thorin, and he goes, but Kili and Fili didn't make it either, and they just dropped that bomb, like, and he's like, and I'm going home now, and I'm like,
Ah.
like in the book, can you
So
imagine
like
reading
you
that?
don't know how Kili and Fili
Yeah, you
die?
don't. And you don't really know how Thorin dies either, because all he says, all Bilbo pretty much says, is that he just has scars and markings on his body, like his wounds.
Oh my god.
And you say that Thorin dies, and then a couple of paragraphs later of their journey back home, he's like, yeah, and most of all, like Kili and Fili died, so like they didn't even get to be the heirs. And I was like,
Oh my god.
I know. But in the movie, they were like, bam, bam, bam.
Peter Jackson was like, "Oh, we'll show you how they die.
We'll show you how they
Back to
die.
back to back."
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting, because Bilbo
No.
does get knocked out in the
Yes, he
movie.
does. And that's whenever he
And
dies.
and he wakes up and he goes and sees the eagles, and he's like, oh, the eagles are here. And then he goes and sees Thorin, and then that's when they have
Thorin
their
is
parting.
standing and then he falls. He like
Yeah,
he's staring at his land, at the eagles, and he falls, and that's when Bilbo comes running over. Shut up.
I
I don't
know.
want to keep talking about them.
Okay. Bag and shield.
Bag and shields.
Okay. And then the last one that I have is that the dragon sickness. So the dragon sickness is not a huge plot in the book like it is in the
That was
movies.
like
It's
epic for
talked
me.
about. Yeah, I know. That was like a huge
That
like
was
arc
a
for you.
thing. I was like, it like bothered me
Yeah.
so bad.
In the book, it's like not brushed over, but it's talked about. But in the movie, it's super prolonged. And it's pretty much half of the whole third
It
movie, if
is.
you think
It
about it.
is.
But I want you to know that the scene where Bilbo gives the Arkenstone to Thranduil happens, and the scene where
Oh.
Thorin is confronted by Thranduil
Mhm.
and Bard
Mhm.
with the stone,
Happens.
where Bilbo goes, "It was me. It happened. That happened too in the book." And Thorin did try to kill him. He was practically choking him out, like literally choking him out. And Gandalf had to be like, "Stop! That's my
Stop.
burglar, please!" Like he's like, "Don't hurt him." Yeah, it
Shut
was a whole thing.
up.
Yeah,
That makes me sad.
I know,
That
it's
whole
so
situation makes
sad.
me so sad.
It's so sad. Yeah, and I needed you to know that that happened in the book. Like Thorin did try to kill Bilbo,
Yo, like
and
the
yeah,
dragon
Thorin was
sickness
like, "Get
was
out."
the
Yeah,
dragon sickness was like heavy. It was I was blown. Like I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is about the dragon sickness, about it taking over Thorin Oakenshield. And when I just hear him say those same words as the dragon, I just
yeah,
lost I kept losing my mind because he said it like more than once. I was like, stop saying
yeah,
it. Stop
yeah.
saying it. Stop talking. I was like, stop talking. You are acting a damn fool. Like, I cannot. I was like,
I
you're
know.
wasting precious time. Like,
It's because
be happy. I just was like, be
yeah,
happy.
yeah.
No.
The reason why you are
And
so
wait,
upset about
and I was telling you, I was like, when Bard came up and he was like, you promised us. And I was like, Bilbo spoke up for you. He was the
uh-huh.
one who was like, I take this man's word, like he's honest. And when Bilbo told Thorin, like, I spoke up for you and you're gonna do this, like, you're gonna
And he
choose
goes,
war.
and for that I'm grateful. Like he gave it like he said,
Yo.
and I thank you for that, did I not?
Yo, he was like, I gave you what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
You're wearing it.
And he gives him the mithril vest.
Oh
It's
my
so good.
god. Dude, I don't know what it was. That like I just even right now it's like hurting my chest and my stomach. Like it made me so mad. It made me so mad. Like when he was like that evil, I wanted him to die. I was like, please,
Yeah.
like get this guy out of my face. He's so annoying. But then like when he does die, it's like so sad.
It's so sad. It's so sad. And you know what it is? I think about it a lot because I get upset when he's like, I get the ick when he has the dragon sickness. I'm like, you're so
Yeah.
ugly. I hate you. You don't be like that. Like, it's because we go through this journey and like the entire time we're constantly reminded how shitty Thorin's cards he was dealt with. Like
Yes.
he was dealt some shitty ass cards.
Facts.
We're constantly reminded how shitty his life is. And he finally gets what he wants, and we're so happy for him. But as soon as he gets what he wants, he's just hit with another shitty fucking
A
card.
curse. And he knows. They
it's
all
a
it's
curse,
like they know
yeah.
it.
And it's sad because you see the dwarves because they're like, we want to follow him because we love him, but like, and he's our leader, but also like we can't say
Yo.
anything because he's our
Kill
leader.
us.
Like
He will kill us. He thinks one of us is a traitor.
he
Hardcore.
he tried killing Dwalin when Dwalin was like, you used to be my king and you knew that.
He whipped out
and
his
now
sword.
I don't know who you are. He said, I'll kill you, bitch. And Dwalin didn't even flinch. Yeah, he was like drunk. And
he was like, get out of my face before I kill you. Please.
And Dwalin said, that's because you missed the first time. Flipping his no hair.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's wild. In a perfect world of I think if it was written differently, like if it was almost like a happy ending, it would have been stupid. It would have been like, this is so dumb. Like, great,
like,
he got what he wanted.
Yeah,
he got what he wanted. The dwarves are happy.
Brat.
Yeah, the dwarves are happy. Kili and Fili are next in line. Like, they
in a perfect
shared.
world, I read fan fiction because of that. All of the fan fiction I read, they live. And I let it be.
Which is fine. Like, but I feel like if he got there and he didn't get taken with the dragon sickness, it would have been so boring. Like, what? Because the dragon sickness, it sticks with me. It really sticks with me.
It's because that's what got the ball rolling for the 5 armies, like the battle.
Oh my God. But yeah, when he pulls a Bilbo to the side, is so close to him, and he's like does it to him, and he's just like, he's like, hey, I think one of them is a traitor.
Yeah.
So
I think one of them has the Ark in his
own. He was like, what do you think? And Bilbo has it in his pocket.
He pretty much was like, tell me your thoughts.
Who do you think it is? Like, who do you think it is?
Tell me the tea. When Bilbo was sitting and he was looking at the acorn in his lap, and you can see Thorin in the background, hella scary.
Oh, I got so scared.
And he's like,
so scared.
What is that? And he like hella rushed Bilbo. She was so scared for Bilbo. But then when Bilbo shows him the acorn, the amount of love that that Thorin has in his eyes when he laughs. Looks at Bilbo is so undeniable. You cannot sit here and tell me they don't love each other.
And then when somebody comes up behind him, he's like changes. Like, why do you have to bother me?
He's like, you ruined the moment once again. Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh God. I don't know if Lord of the Rings can do it for me. Like, will I have the same feelings, reactions when I watch Lord of the Rings?
No, there's a lot because we have Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
The actor Frodo. Like, I'm already annoyed of Frodo. Like, and I haven't even watched it yet.
Yeah, but we don't get a lot of Frodo. We get a lot of Aragorn. So we get a lot of the Ranger from the North, Legolas, Gimli.
Okay.
We get a lot of them. We get a lot of Gandalf doing Gandalf things.
Okay. He's like, I'm Gandalf.
You get a lot. It's he. We do get a lot of Frodo, but we get Frodo in a group setting.
He's like running. He's like, I'm gonna go off and do something secret, a separate adventure
with his robe. With his robe,
he's doing high knees.
Oh my God, high knees underneath his robe.
He's like, Dumbledore told me about these.
The high knees.
The high knees. Tell me about your slutty little knee. He's like, look at my slutty little knee through my robe.
There's a slit in his robe. There's a slit in his robe, and he opens.
I can't. We'll talk about that later because we could go on for days.
Oh God, we're stupid.
With Gandalf.
Okay, so now that that's all done over with, this is one last question. I need to know who your favorite character is because I have so many for so many different reasons, and I need to know who yours is. Okay. Because this
on
is
the count of 3, we can only say one because I know that you love them all. Okay, and I love them all too. So if you were to pick one, let's just do that. So 1, 2, 3, say your favorite character. Okay?
Okay.
Think of it. You have it? Just one. You can just pick your one. Just one. Because you love them all. You love them
I
all.
know.
So we
Okay,
can't
okay,
even
okay.
really
I'll
do
just
it.
pick one. Okay.
They'll
Okay.
just pick one. Pick one that
I will pick one.
Okay. So 1, 2,
Okay.
3, say your character that is your
Okay.
favorite. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo.
Yo, like I would
said Bilbo.
I would hardcore want to just be like besties and live with Bilbo. Like
Yeah,
I
I love Bilbo.
don't mess with Bilbo ever. Like be nice to him, please.
Yeah, be gentle.
I love that man. I love that
I love
Hobbit.
it. I
I
love
love
Bilbo.
that Hobbit and everything he stands for.
He's so good. And Martin Freeman did such a good job. I can't see anyone else doing Bilbo. And like it's just perfect. He's
He
got the sass, he's got the wit,
the
he's got the
best facial
charm.
expressions.
Oh
He's
my god, his facial
clever.
expressions are so good.
I just it's Bilbo and I didn't think I would love a Hobbit.
Bilbo.
It's Bilbo for me.
I thought you were gonna say Gandalf because you did love Gandalf. Anytime Gandalf was on screen, you were like,
He
I love him.
I think I love him because we have a fake lore going on with him
Yeah.
and Gandalf. I mean, and Dumbledore.
Yeah.
But Bilbo, I was like, and I knew he can't. I was like, he can't die because he's writing this story and he's in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But in my heart, I was like, if he fucking dies, I will be so mad. Like does he die in Lord of the Rings?
And I will not say.
Because I just remembered like he still has to be in Lord of the Rings.
So let's rate the book and
So
movie.
sad. Fuck.
I won't say anything.
Fuck.
Okay, we're gonna do the final thoughts. So book or movie, which one do you prefer and why?
The movies.
Yeah.
It's the movies for me. Nothing against the book. I just
Amazing.
it's something about visually seeing it all lay out. I get it. I get it. I get the Hobbit.
Visually seeing it all laid
Visually seeing it all laid out.
all laid out. Literally.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. The Hobbit. I'm here for it.
People
like I would re-put it on.
No way.
I would re-put it on. Yeah, I would re-put it on. I'd rewatch it.
Movies? No way.
That's big for me.
Oh my god, that's big for me.
I kept all of my notes to myself because I didn't want you to know. I would replay this, The Hobbit.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that Jose, like the fact that Jose wants to watch it, I'm like, let us watch it because I know now.
Oh my god! Listen, see now you understand like why I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like endless love and lore and world, and I love it. Okay, as much as people say they hate the movies, because some people don't like these movies, and I think it's because I don't know why I can't
give it the chance.
Yeah, I can't see a single bad thing about this.
Give it the chance.
Like I don't care if Tariel is fake and not a real person.
Okay, let me say this: some of the CGI wasn't top notch.
Yeah,
there were times where I looked at Tiff, I was like, okay, what is happening? The CGI here. Okay, it wasn't like be all the CL be all.
Yeah.
But don't remake The Hobbit. I cannot see it any other way. Even if you have to no, let it be. Like it was great. All three movies.
Perfect. Yeah. I would choose the movies over the book because I could finish the book probably in the same time span as watching the first movie. Extended edition.
Oh god, this extended edition.
So I can prolong my love for that world and that story and just watch all three movies.
Yeah.
Extended editions. That's like 15 hours of my day. And you know what? I've got 15 hours to spare.
Yeah, like, there's 24 hours in a day. I've got time to watch almost two times.
I do. I really do. Okay, so let's rate the book. I know you didn't finish it, but as far as you've read, what do you rate it out of 5?
3.5.
Okay.
It fair. Just wasn't, it's hard. It's hard for me to get into it.
You have to really be focused.
Yes. I was telling Tiff that I was trying to listen to it at work and I had to stop because when I was working, even it's as simple as me typing numbers, I couldn't focus and pay attention to the audible because you have to really pay attention.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to the names. You have to listen. You have to like understand where they're going. Because if you don't pay attention for like 1 second, you will get lost.
Yeah, because you're like, where are they now? What's
Yeah,
going on?
it's
Who are they
happening
talking
so
to?
fast.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It was hard. It's hard. I mean, I didn't finish it. I was like, we just need to watch the movies because I'm not gonna have time to finish this. The
Yeah.
books are long. The audible is long.
Yeah.
So
The Lord of the Rings audible is long.
and I got your
15
miniature
hours.
books. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, my God, it's a day. It's a day just for the first one.
Yep.
So, what do you give it?
I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 because
Beautiful.
I like the book is very fast paced, and I like it's like one of those books where I could pick it up and read it like as a filler.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't give it a 5 just because it's not like my all time favorite story by Tolkien. I love the Return of the King. I
Mhm.
freaking brain farted. I love Return of the King because that's like very action packed and it's the climax
Okay.
and everything. So yeah, I'd give it a 4.5.
Interesting.
I know.
What's interesting to me, and I just thought about this right now, because I was texting Tim and I was like, so there's one book, but it's 3 movies. And you were like, correct. And I was like, damn. But then The Lord of the Rings, it's 1 book per movie. That's wild to me, to my brain.
Yeah,
It's wild.
Peter Jackson was like, let's just do the same thing we did with Lord of the Rings and make it 3 parts because why the hell not?
And it's done well. I felt like
Yeah, it
I
is.
felt like if number 1 bled any more into number 2, it would have been too much. And number 2, where it ended just right. Like that's the perfect cliffhanger to have people coming back for movie number 3. And then the way movie number 3 ended, bittersweet, but it sets you up for Lord of the Rings. It sets you up for the journey of Lord of the Rings. It's well done, Peter Jackson. Well done.
Genius. So speaking of then, what do you rate the movie? How many
Oh
stars?
my
out of
God.
5?
Okay, so number
Let's
1.
just do okay.
No, number 1.
Okay.
The Hobbit number 1. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5
Okay.
because it's the introduction. It's it's a lot happening.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of want more. It's a good balance of info and a little bit of action, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end. I think because they're making their way to the end, it takes, it's a lot of info. Number 2, I'm also gonna give it number 2 I thought was so good actually. 2 and 3, I'm gonna give them a 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I really enjoyed it.
That is so big for you.
I really enjoyed it. Number 2, I was fully invested because that's when you meet the elves. That's where you meet Legolas. That's like, right? Legolas comes in number 2.
Yeah. So you meet Mirkwood elves and
You meet
Legolas.
So you meet Legolas. You meet. It's where you start meeting everybody, and things are starting to come together. They're getting closer and closer to their journey. Like, it's exciting. You're like, okay, we're coming. It's here. And when you were like number 3, this is the climax. Like this is where it's nonstop action, and it is nonstop action.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really is.
It literally starts with burning Lake Town.
Yes.
Like that's literally where it starts.
It picks right back up. And number 2 was just good. It had a good mix of new character introduction, action, comedy. It was a really good. I really enjoyed number 2. You know how we were talking about Harry Potter and you guys were like, "Oh, I would start on number 3."
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I would start with number 2 because number 1 was nice, but I would start with number 2 and I would watch 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah.
6 hours of my life.
6 hours.
5 out of 5. Yeah. I loved them. I thought they were so good.
I'm so shocked because I'm so shocked because I didn't know if Kim would like it or not.
I was stoic. Besides,
had no facial expression.
Besides my like natural reactions to certain situations happening, the deaths and the injuries, just stoic. I was like,
yeah.
I said,
I kept looking at her.
Let's watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. Like that's how I.
That's how she ended it. The movie ended, and I looked at her, and she goes, "We're gonna watch The Summer I Turned Pretty." And I said, "Okay." And then that was it. The end of the night.
And we did.
I was like, "Okay, Cameron, I understand. There's people here I need to learn about."
I was like, "Let me show you something."
Yeah.
I loved it. 5 out of 5.
Oh,
5 out of 5.
I rate all of them 5 out of 5
I know
because
you
I
do.
could rewatch these movies like nothing. I could probably on it. Okay, I'm writing a fan fiction about The Hobbit just for the shits and giggles because you wanted me to write the fan fiction about Gandalf. And so I was like, well, let me write one on the side too. I
Okay.
started writing a fan fiction about Kili, like the whole journey, like literally start from the
Yes.
Shire. And I can quote the movie so well that I don't need to Google it.
You know the facts.
I just know the journey like the back of my hand. So I love it.
Speaking of Wattpad, and we have to
Fan fiction.
quickly fan fiction. We have to quickly talk about this fan fiction. Like,
we have to.
I mean, okay, so I'm a Harry Potter fanatic. It's Dumbledore. He's so wild, even though I hate him so hardcore.
Yeah.
So as we're watching The Hobbit, Tiff was like, look, there's a lot of talk that a lot of them are gay. The dwarves, Thorin loves Bilbo, Bilbo loves Thorin. Like, there's a lot of relationships happening here, okay? And I was like, I could see it. I could see it 1,000%. And I think you were like, people even say Gandalf is gay too, right?
Yeah, that's what I've seen people say that, and I don't know if it's a joke
and I
or
was
not,
like, I could see it. And when she said it, okay, because Gandalf is sassy fast, very sassy.
Yeah, he's sassy.
But the moment she said it, we were watching halfway of The Hobbit, the first movie. And when she said it, I said, oh my God, because they say Dumbledore is too. So I said, imagine like Wreck-It Ralph, where everybody in the game culture goes to like a hub, right? And they break off. So imagine there's that, but for this fantasy realm. So you got anybody who's living in a fantasy realm, there's a hub that they all go to at the end of the day when it's done with, when they're done on their journey and they're going back home, they go to this hub. I was like, what if like Gandalf and Dumbledore were in these like wizard meetings where they were just like elder meetings where they were just like, yo, today was wild. Like I ran into a hobbit and he is like on one, like, I don't know, I'm trying to matchmake him and like a dwarf. And then Dumbledore's like, oh my God, like this kid, Tom Riddle, I can't handle this. And so it led to, okay, what if like Gandalf and Dumbledore were like actually a thing that they like really like each other, and they go to this bar called Cloaks and Spirit. And they have this, and Tiff and I were just like ripping off each other, like adding on like
each other.
And I'm not a writer. I can come up with things fun off the top of my head. And I was like, Tiff, you have to write it. Dual writing. And so that is what we're doing. Where can they find us?
On Wattpad.
And what is our username?
Cheeky but fun.
Cheeky but fun. Because that's all it is, baby. Cheeky but fun.
All cheek and all fun.
But like, I'm telling you right now, I told Tiff this. I know how it's going to end. I'm not going to say it. I have an ending. We need to fill in gaps. And we have little gaps, little stories, little, if you know Lord of the Rings, what Gandalf goes through, and if you know Harry Potter, what Dumbledore goes through, imagine at the end of the day, them go into this bar and they're sharing these lore. Like, yo.
And they got their pipes and their wands in their hands.
And their robes, their hats, and their Gandalf gifts Dumbledore something. Like, it's intense. I'm obsessed with it. And Tiff was reading it to me, and I was like, I would keep reading.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's like, tell me more. I was like, say less.
You're like, tell me more. Like, what do I write?
I know. It's like, and what do they say?
Yes. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
So brilliant.
I love it.
Me too.
And also, I don't know.
Okay, let's talk real quick. We know Thorin Oakenshield. He loves Bilbo.
He loves Bilbo. You cannot sit here and tell me
the way that dwarf looked at that hobbit, the side eyes.
I'm about to find something for you. He loved him.
Mm-hmm.
He loved him with all of his heart.
True enemies to lover. True
I have
enemies.
a video I'm gonna show you right now. So good.
Show me before.
Hold on. Tell me when you're ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Matchmaker. Oh no, he's hot. Hold my hat, he said.
I know.
This is the one.
If you invite me. Look at Thorin's sword.
Where did my husband go? It's cold.
Thorin, are you brooding again? It's a marriage contract.
They laugh. They laugh.
This does not.
Bilbo has the stone.
Yeah.
And Thorin is going crazy. Like, where the fuck is the stone? Like, I know somebody has it. And I joked to Tiff, like, nothing had even happened yet. And I was like, what if Bilbo Baggins was like, I have the stone. And Thorin was like, why would you do this? And Bilbo turns and he's like, because I loved you. Because I love you. Because that's how I envision it. Like, why would you keep this from me? Why would you be the one? And he just turns and he's just like, because I love you.
It's hella dramatic and like just this whole thing.
Yo.
And he definitely turned around and he said, it's because I love you, but he said it in his own words.
Yes.
I think the scene is in this video. That scene. Oh, look. Oh no, he's cute.
Just listening. Oh my god.
Like a note read by orcs.
He's
Joke.
I'm betrayed. This part came like, you're pretty.
Mithra.
He's like, I can't wait to tell Dumbledore. I'm coming.
I love you, you stupid idiot.
Stop.
Can't wait to... a couple of grapes. Oh.
Gives his word.
Consider this a proposal.
And he will keep it.
Yes.
Just as like.
Oh, don't do this part. Living for the stress. He really is taking Thorin all the time.
Okay. Just real quick. Okay.
It's just, you can't sit here. I feel like this is just enough cause to say, like, you can't sit here and say that there's no love there.
Oh
You
my
cannot.
God. No, it's there. And that's why we protect Bilbo at all costs.
Everyone is just a hater if they say there's no love
Yeah.
there because...
And maybe that's why people don't like the movie, because they felt it and they were concerned with why they felt it.
They were concerned.
You feel it. Feel it.
Yeah. Embrace it.
Fili. Kili.
I love them so much.
On that note, that wraps up this amazing episode.
So
Tiff,
fun.
how do you feel after
I feel
my reaction to The Hobbit?
I feel so good because, Kim, if there's like one thing anyone should ever know about me is that I love these stories. I love the characters, the movies. Like, that's it. That's just it. If you want to make me happy, that's all you have to ever do is like talk about it.
Yeah.
Show me things, memes. I love the memes. Give me more of the memes.
I'm going to look back at them now because I get it.
Yeah, now you know.
I get it.
Especially the ones with Thranduil and Bard. Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy too. I loved it. I love The Hobbit. And now I'm kind of scared because I have high expectations going into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which is what we are going to be talking about next week. So next week, join us as we sit down and talk about the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes.
There it is. I have such high expectations. I'm so nervous, but I'm going to go with it with an open mind.
Yes.
And remember that this is a different story.
Yep. And we're going to watch it together. So if you have questions, I got you.
Awesome.
I'm excited. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcast. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Official Page to Picture for all things books, movie adaptations, hot dwarves, and more.
You can also find our link tree on our Instagram. It has everything from new episodes, guest signups, and our merch that we just launched. I'm surprised you don't have a Kili Fili in between.
Now that we're in between,
Kili Fili, put me in betweeny bookmark.
I'm gonna do a Thorin and Bilbo.
Please,
like it. I love them.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye. Bye.